All right, this video is going to cover section 3.5, which is 5-number summary and box plots for data in statistics. All right, so 5-number summary is a set of 5 numbers that is used to describe a data set. The smallest number, so you use the minimum. Then you use quartile 1. Then there's the median, quartile 3, and the maximum. So those 5 numbers are often used to describe a set of data. If you're making a box plot, you find those 5-number summaries, find any fences that we talked about from before, see if there's outliers, and then draw it, and each of those numbers gets a vertical line. So these numbers are already in order, so let's check it out. Our smallest number is 1995. Our largest number is 5463. If we cancel them all out, we get a median of 30.95. Then we go through each section, and to get the first quartile, we would add those 2 up and divide by 2, which gives us 26.055. Do the same thing on the bottom here, and we would add those 2 up and divide by 2, and we get 37.24. So you already know how to find all those, but that's your 5-number summary. So we've done that part. Now we're going to find our fences. So in order to do that, we need our IQR, which is quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So 37.24 minus 26.055, which gives us 11.185. Then we find our lower fence by doing quartile 1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. So that's 26.055 minus 1.5 times 11.185, which gives us 9.28. There's no number smaller than that, so we don't have any on the lower side. Let's try our upper, which is quartile 3 plus 1.5 times the IQR. And that's 37.24 plus 1.5 times 11.185. And that gives us 54.02. So this number is bigger than that, making that an outlier. So our maximum is just the next biggest number. So we're going to use 49.17 as our max when we draw this. So to draw this out by hand, we're going to make a number line. So I'm going to start at 15, 20, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. All right, so we're going to put a star for the outlier. And then each of these 5 numbers gets a vertical line. So 19.95 is about there. 26.055. Let's see. 30.95. 37.24. And 49.17. Our middle 3 get a box. And then we have our whiskers right there. And that's our box plot that's showing that that's an outlier. So that's how you do it by hand. The calculator will do this for you. So if we enter all of our data in the stat menu, so I've already typed this just so I can show you. If you stat calc 1 variable stats, just make sure the right list is chosen. Then if you scroll down, it gives you your 5-number summary. It gives you the minimum, quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and maximum. It'll do that math for you. You can also make a box plot on your calculator. Once your data's in, we just did those 2. Now you're going to hit second y equals. So second is this blue button, and then you have y equals. You're going to turn your plot on. So you choose whatever color you want, and then choose the box plot with the dots. That means this one will show the outliers. And make sure your X list matches where you typed the data. Then you're going to hit zoom 9. And if you go down to 9, you see it's stat. So it's just saying zoom to the statistics we typed. And in theory, it should show you your outlier. I'm not really sure why it didn't. zoom 9. Okay, here's my outlier there off to the right. I don't know what I did differently, but when you do a calculator for real, I think I have something else in my, yeah, I don't know. On, box plot, L3, frequency, zoom 9. Yep, not sure what that line is. It shouldn't be there, but off to the right, if I zoom out, you'll see that outlier right there. So your calculator will do a box and whisker plot for you. Zoom 9. Don't know. All right. You can also compare two data sets on the same axis. So let's say this over here in green is one data set. This over here in orange is another data set. And we want to compare the box and whisker plots. We can make each one by hand, do the math out, or we can enter them in L1 and L2. So let's bring our calculator and type those in. So stat, edit, I'm going to clear this list out. All right, so I'm going to type the first one. I'm struggling. 9.79. There we go. 9.3. Okay, so I typed that in list 1. Now I'm going to go to list 2, and I'm going to type the other one. All right, so now if I go back to that stat plot, second y equals, if I go back there, I want my list 1 to read x1 or L1. That's going to do my first list. Then I'm going to go up and I'm going to choose plot 2. I'm going to turn that one on. You can do a different color if you want. I'm going to choose the box plot with the outliers. And then I'm going to choose list 2 for my data set. And then zoom 9. And if I do that, it shows both box and whisker plots right on there. So we can see that the green one, almost all the values are quartile 1 or higher, and the red one has a higher max. Like there's lots of pieces we can talk about. If you arrow over on the shape, it'll show you your quartile 1, your minimums, quartiles, just down at the bottom of the screen there. So you can compare both of those. If I zoom out, there's no outlier, so you should be good to go. That is 3.5. Let me know if you have any questions.